So how you doing? I've recently come back from a trip all around Colombia and I've put 7,500 kilometers on the clock and had an awesome time doing it. But I wanted to make this video because I've learned a few things in terms of safety tips and some comfort tips, and I wanted to share them because there was no other way I was going to find out unless I went through every climate known to man, every condition of road, every traffic condition, and that was all thrown at me in the last 4 weeks. Going all around Colombia, right up to Punta Gallina, right down to Ipiales, and I've done some videos along the way, little travel videos if you like, summaries of the towns I visited, and they might be interesting to you, so take a look. And if you like that kind of thing, please give them a like and subscribe, because I'm going to do way more of those kind of things, and it'd be great to have a following of people that would be interested in finding out a bit more about Colombia, other than relying on Netflix and Hollywood, because it'll open your eyes. It's completely different to probably what most people think. Onto the bike, the tips that I want to go through, mainly the safety ones, because okay, I'll start with the lights. Let me turn them on. Okay, what I found going through country roads at night, mountain roads should I say, the main headlight is by no way bright enough. So I've added some side lights there, some fog lights, whatever you want to call them, and they really do the job. Highly recommend them. I might paint this black just to make it look a little bit nicer. Just to quickly add, which I forgot to say, the control for the front fog lights is just here. There's a little bar connected there, and it's in a nice position. I can just turn them off and on with my finger like that. But probably the best addition I've done to this bike in a long time. Talking of additions, if you've not seen my other videos, I've added these bars. These don't come with the 750. I've put a little bracket on here to protect the automatic gear shift changer. I've extended the foot pedals a little bit to give myself a little bit more comfort. I did have a wider platform for the stand, which I recommend. I've ordered a new one because I've lost the other one banging through off-road, and the exhaust is a big one. Check that out. That's the Remus Black Hawk. Traffic here, you're coming from half a kilometre away, so it's great stuff. It's just nice, it sounds nicer, it's nice and sleek, it's good looking, and it also, you have to buy a separate mid-pipe here, and it takes out that, people think it's the catalytic converter. It's not. It's a sound muffler, which is a EU regulatory thing. Don't need it in Colombia, so got rid of I don't know how much weight it was, a couple of kilograms at least. Got rid of that, put the pipe in, and it even looks nicer. You may or may not agree, but I like it. Other things that I've done on this side, oh yeah, obviously the carrier bars. I've got the Moscow bags. They're not on at the moment. They're really good, the Touratech bars. Highly recommend those. I don't get paid for saying that, by the way, but I might do one day, so subscribe. The winds, I'll come to that, but this as well, the headlight protector. You might have seen from previous videos, I had a Perspex kind of one. That broke, so I recently replaced it. I ordered another one, and I've got this one. Hopefully that will hold up a little bit better. So anyone thinking of protecting their front light, I'd recommend the metal one. My other one didn't last too long. Bouncing through the conditions I did. Bouncing through conditions, perfectly leading me on to the next point. Okay, these wheels aren't designed for off-road by no means, and I knew that, and that's what separates this from the 850, and I think that's all that separates it, the wheels. This is an on-road bike, the 850 is off-road, and it must just be the wheels, because the engines are the same. In fact, the 750 is actually an 850 as well, if you didn't know. So marketing purposes, they just you know, tweak the power a little bit down to 750. I think the torque or something, or the horsepower, whatever. If you're technical, read about it, because I don't know. But this here, I hit a road bump, and holy crap, I felt it through my knees, and it did that damage. So I'm going to replace those and get some proper wheels. I've got a skid plate underneath. I put that on myself as well, and good job I did. I wouldn't have an engine left otherwise if that wasn't there. The amount of scrapes and bangs I had along the way. Tyres, these come with the 750. This is the Michelin Anarchy 3. They're fine for on-road dry conditions. As soon as it gets wet, be careful leaning around corners. You'll lose the back end quite easily, as I've done a few times, and it's a little bit hairy, particularly if you're going over painted surfaces, you know, where they have some sort of marking on the road to say school crossing, and you're doing 100 miles an hour. Well, you wouldn't be through a school crossing, but you can feel it give way. So I'm actually going to change the tyres, maybe the tyres and the wheels. Maybe I'll just keep these tyres with these wheels as a spare set, and I'll get a new set of wheels and some kind of cross version. I like the Anarchy Wild, but they're fully off-road, and I probably don't need it fully off-road, so I might find some kind of hybrid of, I think you get some 70-30 kind of tyres. So I'm going to look into that. Anyone got any tips? That'd be great. Put that in the comment if anyone's already done that and have got any experience or feedback on that. Other things I've done, changed the wing mirrors. I've put on these ball joint things, and you know, that's a good job I did, because the amount of times I dropped this bike, I've lost count, to be honest with you, and I would have lost the fixed wing mirrors probably long ago. The brake lever is already broken at the tip. You know, they've kind of got this little groove in to actually, so that the end bit just snaps off if it does fall. So that's what happened on that side. That was actually my first fall, a few days after having it. Just dropped it in the driveway. I've not replaced it since, because it still functions. So I've got the sat nav up here, and anyway, I've spoke about that in another video. Take a look if you want to listen to me talk through all the features. But the sat nav bit is on my list of comfort tips, if you like, and that's the way you actually set up. I've got the Cardo Freecom 4 Plus, something like that it's called. Great bit of kit. I can chat with my riding buddy quite easily. I can listen to music, and I can have the sat nav on, and the sat nav, or the music will fade out and the sat nav will kick in when it's telling me some instructions. But that's all through my phone, so I have everything through my phone. I don't actually use this. It's kind of just there for show, to be honest, and it looks nice, but I'm sure that the time's going to come very soon when I'm just going to take the whole thing off. It's kind of there as backup. It comes on automatically, and I'll let it just show me the road, but I don't hear anything from it. It's not connected that way. Because the reason for that, if you connect your Cardo system, everything's got to go through the TFT here, through the brain of the bike, for all the electronics. And to actually connect this to your Freecom 4 and listen to music at the same time, it's a complicated setup process to do it. And then when you've done it, you don't actually get any sound from this. I haven't worked out a way to do it anyway, and I'm probably not going to bother, because the amount of time that I've spent on trying to do that. I've just now got a simple system. My phone is Bluetooth to my helmet. I turn the Cardo on, it says hello and mobile phone connected, and that's it. I'm away. All my music and phone calls and everything, sat nav, comes through the phone, and that suits me fine. I've got a little cable running here, so I'm constantly powered with that, so I don't have to worry about it. The little speakers, if you want to ask about that, if you're wondering what they are, I don't use them on the fly. Just sometimes if I'm cleaning the bike, I'll just transfer the speaker sound to those. It's just a cheap little thing that's filling some space, and I like it. So there we go. And the final little comfort bits, I would just say these grip puppies, they're awesome. Nice and soft. They just fit my hands nicely with the gloves, and I'd recommend those for long journeys. And also this Badass Moto, again, not being paid for saying the brand name, but this one works great for me. You can actually feel the airflow between the seat and your trousers. So I highly recommend that on long rides, because you do feel the comfort and you do benefit from it. So that's about it. That's everything. Another safety feature, I've got the Spot 3 here. These aren't my long distance riding clothes, by the way. I'm just out locally, but definitely a pair of boots. Wore them every day. And these are the former Adventure. They're so comfortable, just like slippers, big slippers. I've got proper BMW style trousers and jacket as well, so this isn't what I'll wear on long trips, but I'll definitely have this with me. This is awesome. I can just, if I'm out of range or riding, I've been in the saddle for a long time and I haven't got time to speak with the wife, and I think she might be worried about me, I can literally just press a button and there's a pre-programmed message just saying, hey, I'm fine, and this is where I am. It sends my location too, so that's a nice little feature. But obviously it's there for emergencies. If you do crash and you can't move or call for help, you flip open a cover and you can bring in the helicopters, so that's awesome, I believe. hope I'll never have to test it, but it's nice to know I've got it should I ever need it. So there you go. So that's my update at 7,500 kilometers after a huge trip all around Colombia. Very, very enjoyable trip. Please take a look at the videos. It will open your eyes if you don't know much about Colombia. I live here, I've lived here since 2015, and I still get surprised everywhere I go. Something new, something great, something surprising in all the cities that I go to. There you go. Any questions? If there's something there on the bike that you've seen and I've not mentioned, just ask me in the comments. I tend to answer everything. Got time on my hands for now anyway, until I go back out on the road and see more of Colombia. So thanks very much.